Mike King Biz here, host of One of Mike with Mike Richmond's premier business radio program. We're heard as part of the Mike King Biz Radio Network, which is ESPN Richmond 106.1, daily from 5 to 7 a.m. The Choice 105.3, every day from 2 to 3 p.m., as well as International Business Growth Radio. That is Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern. That's where you find us. That's where the Game Changers come to talk. One of Mike with Mike King Biz Radio is the premier business radio program in Central Virginia. Alrighty, so we got the young rock stars in the house today. We have a young man I just met the other day. He was at the pitch competition for RVA Music Fest. He did a phenomenal job, but what he did before that was what caught my attention. So what happened was at the pitch competition, you got out there early. And I was telling guys, I was wondering who the dude was with a suit on. You know, he comes and he comes up and says, he tells me his name. He gives me the intro to pitch right from the get-go. That made a difference. So tell folks you are and what you do.
How you doing? My name is Oryan Law. I provide handyman services, and so we specialize in the smaller things around the house, mounting TVs and hanging pictures and assembling your furniture, right? All those things that you don't want to do, all right? You might not have time to do. We will do it for you.
So you work with people so we don't end up with that extra piece left over from that chair that had 9 pieces. Were you always good with putting things together?
So I've always been good with my hands. I am a musician also.
Okay.
I've played piano all of my life.
That's cool.
I've marched on the drum line, playing drums.
I was in the band, but I wasn't cool like in the drum line.
You played clarinet?
I did play clarinet. Alrighty, so when did you know that you were good with that aspect of that part?
Yeah, so my granddad was sort of a jack of all trades. He could literally build a house from the ground up by himself. And so just growing up, being around him, sort of seeing what he does, helping him out here or there,
You start learning things.
Yeah, you start learning things. But even though I was doing that at a young age, I really didn't have an interest in it. It was only after my motorcycle accident back in 2021, I couldn't go back to school because I was in therapy and rehab. And so I ended up just doing, little jobs on the side to make some money. And that turned into doing more jobs and meeting more people.
So all you guys are your business owners. When did you make that shift to be like, okay, I got to do this thing and I'm doing it?
Yeah, so really I was working all these other jobs, putting in all these hours for these other jobs, and after a while you realize you're really not doing anything for yourself. You're sort of putting money in someone else's pockets. Why not take a risk on yourself, So that's kind of what I did.
Is everybody looking at you? You need to go get a real job. Why'd you quit that job? All of the naysayers. When did you know you had something?
So as far as the naysayers go, I've never listened. I'm very driven, very goal-oriented, very focused, and so it's hard to deter me from a path once I'm on there. As far as the business goes, I was doing work for other like third-party companies, and they were just charging the customers too much. I started doing work on the side for these customers and telling me you provide great work, you're very respectful. You should start taking it seriously, doing it for yourself. So.
There you go. So you're out there letting people know about your brand, the culture. So when they see you, they see opportunity, they see somebody. Because I'm watching, ever since you came and talked to me that day, you're going to give your business card to here because you never know who the person is going to be.
Yes,
Grandma needs something put up. Or a person like, I don't feel, people pay for 2 things. One, I don't want to do it, or I don't know how to do it. Those 2 things. Yeah. So, congratulations on everything. All right, how can people get information out about you?
You can reach us through the website, RightWayHandymanService.com. Go to our Instagram, RightWay Handyman, Facebook, RightWay Handyman Services.
Mike ESPN Richmond.
Mike King isn't a businessman. He's a businessman with his own talk show. On the Mic with Mike is the best business radio program in the game.